Since the dawn of time, humans have wanted to leave their mark on the world. We build grand monuments, write captivating stories, and create art that we hope will last forever. These creations are our attempts to be remembered, to ensure that our presence is felt long after we are gone. But what if our legacy could go beyond these physical things? What if it could shape the future in ways we can't even imagine today? This is the big question asked by William MacAskill in his book, What We Owe the Future. MacAskill, a smart philosopher at Oxford University, introduces us to the idea of long-termism. This way of thinking stresses how important it is to think about the long-term effects of what we do and to put the well-being of future generations first. Imagine a future where sickness, poverty and war are things of the past. To get there, we need to face the big dangers that threaten our very existence and accept our duty to protect the future of humanity. This means making choices today that will benefit those who come after us. It means investing in sustainable technologies, supporting education, and fostering a culture of empathy and responsibility. By doing so, we can create a world where future generations can thrive, free from the challenges that plague us today. Imagine a future where sickness, poverty, and war are things of the past. To get there, we need to face the big dangers that threaten our very existence and accept our duty to protect the future of humanity. Our long-termism challenges us to think beyond our own neighborhoods and our own time. It asks us to think about how many people will live in the future. If we can avoid disasters, billions and billions of people will be born in the centuries and thousands of years to come. Their lives, their hopes, their chances for happiness and suffering, all of it depends on the choices we make today. This can be a scary thought, even paralyzing. But MacAskill says this is exactly why long-termism is so important. By understanding what's at stake, we can start making smarter and more ethical choices. Long-termism encourages us to learn from our mistakes and to prioritize caution, planning, and a deep concern for the well-being of those who will come after us. Our world faces many challenges that are all connected, but some threats are so big they could wipe out humanity altogether. MacAskill calls these existential risks, and he says that dealing with them should be one of our top priorities as a planet. These risks include immediate dangers like nuclear war and climate change, as well as future threats like out-of-control artificial intelligence and engineered pandemics. Climate change threatens to mess up ecosystems, displace millions of people, and unleash terrible weather events. Nuclear war could cause a worldwide famine and throw our planet into a freezing nuclear winter. Addressing these risks requires countries to work together, come up with new technologies, and be willing to make tough choices today to avoid potential disasters tomorrow. The story of humanity is a mix of both progress and setbacks. We've made incredible progress in advancing human rights, reducing poverty, and making life better for billions. But we're also capable of terrible cruelty and causing unimaginable suffering. Understanding this is crucial for long-termism because it shows us that positive change is possible, but so is the danger of staying stuck or getting worse. MacAskill compares moral progress to molten glass. When values are fluid like hot glass, they can be shaped and molded, but as they cool and harden, they become much harder to change. This shows how important it is to seize opportunities for moral progress whenever we can. If we want to create a future worthy of our children and grandchildren, we need to do more than just avoid existential risks. We also need to actively invest in technologies, institutions, and ideas that can make civilization better in the long run. This means pursuing sustainable energy, strengthening global cooperation, and developing strong safety measures for AI. Beyond these practical steps, we need to cultivate a culture of long-term thinking in everything we do. This includes reforming our political systems so that leaders are encouraged to prioritize the long-term well-being of their citizens. It also means promoting science, critical thinking, and using evidence to make decisions in our education systems and public discussion. This is the kind of future that investing in long-termism can help create. The idea of long-termism is built on a strong ethical foundation, recognizing that future people, even though they're far off in time, deserve our moral consideration just as much as those alive today. This concept urges us to think beyond our immediate surroundings and consider the ripple effects of our actions on those who will come after us. Their lives have value and their needs matter just as much as our own. We must acknowledge that our decisions today will shape the world they inherit tomorrow. This challenges the way we often think about morality, which tends to focus on ourselves and our immediate communities. It pushes us to expand our circle of concern. Some might say we can't be held responsible for the well-being of people who don't even exist yet. They argue that our primary duty is to those who are here now. But MacAskill argues that this is wrong. He believes that our moral responsibility extends to all sentient beings, regardless of when they live. Just because we don't know the names or desires of future people doesn't mean we don't have a responsibility to avoid harming them. Our actions today can have profound impacts on their lives. We have a duty to leave them a world where they have the chance to live fulfilling lives. This means taking steps now to ensure a sustainable and just future. We have a responsibility to manage the risks we pose to future generations, even if we don't know them personally. By acting with foresight and compassion, we can help create a better world for those who will follow us. Long-termism isn't just about hoping for a better future. It's a call to action that requires immediate and sustained effort. It demands that we face the challenges facing humanity with bravery, creativity, and a deep sense of responsibility for the future. This means not only addressing current issues, but also anticipating and mitigating future risks. The task might seem huge, but there are concrete steps that individuals, communities, and nations can take to embrace long-termism and work towards a brighter future. These steps include both small, everyday actions and larger, coordinated efforts. As individuals, we can learn about long-termism and the existential risks we face. This knowledge empowers us to make informed decisions and inspire others to join the cause. We can support organizations working on these challenges by volunteering our time, donating money, or using our skills. Every contribution, no matter how small, can make a significant impact. We can also advocate for policies that prioritize long-term thinking and sustainability. Engaging with policymakers and participating in community discussions can drive systemic change. Together, we need to start a global conversation about long-termism and the importance of protecting the future of humanity. This dialogue should include diverse voices and perspectives to create inclusive and effective solutions. By embracing long-termism, we can help ensure that the legacy we leave behind is one of progress, prosperity, and hope for generations to come. Our actions today will shape the world of tomorrow, making it a better place for all.